In this example, we're going to talk about how to machine a two-axis pocket. We begin by moving up to NC, selecting two-axis, and moving down to two-axis pocket. Click on Pocket, and we look at the bottom left corner. It says Select Beginning Element. We're in the chain mode up at the top, so I'm going to click twice on this profile to define the pocket, and then click on Done. Our tool information is fine with our 1/2-inch 4-flute end mill, so I'm going to move to Cut Control. In Cut Control, I'm going to move over to Amount to Remove in Z and give it a 1/4-inch depth. No pecks, no rough spacing, and we'll just click OK. Accept the tool path, and you can see we plunge approximately in the center of the part and then spiral outwards to the wall. Now there are other ways to cut a two-axis pocket. If I move back to the Operations Manager and I right mouse click on this tool path and then left mouse click on Regenerate Tool Path with Original Geometry, I can go into Cut Control, and by moving down to the Pocket Cut mode, I can change the way I cut the pocket from a spiral cut to either a zigzag or a zig. A zigzag cut will cut back and forth across the part parallel to a line. A zig cut will cut in one direction and then wrap it back up and then wrap it back to a new starting point. I'm going to change it to zigzag here. Choose zigzag, click OK down at the bottom. And down at the bottom of the screen, it's asking us to select the vector for the zigzag direction. I'm going to zoom out a little bit and explain that the vector is the line that you're going to cut parallel to. And if you look up at the top, we have keyboard, 2 points, element, point and angle, and perpendicular element. These are all ways to define the vector that you're going to cut parallel to. The easiest way for me to do it here is to move up to keyboard, and I can choose either the X, Y, or Z axis to cut parallel to. Since our part is in the XY plane, I'm going to click on the button marked X axis, click OK, and you can see we cut parallel to the X axis, cutting back and forth across the part. When we finally get to the wall, we'll make a standard contouring move against the wall to finish that off. Another way to do this is to go back into the Operations Manager, right mouse click, left mouse click on Regenerate, move to Cut Control. I'm going to change the pocket cut mode from zigzag to zig. Move down to the bottom, click OK, and here you can see the rapid moves that occur when we reach the end of the pass. So just to review, there's 3 types of ways to cut a pocket: spiral, zigzag, and zig. Another situation that occurs in machining is having to cut multiple features with the same cutting parameters. In this example, we have 4 pockets to machine. I'm going to approach them in the same way. I'm going to move up to NC, two-axis, and move down to pocket. This time, I could chain each one by clicking on Chain and then selecting each one individually. But what I'll do here is click on Auto up at the top, choose Visible, and then choose Done. And then Done again because we have no more elements to select. Our tool information appears. I'm going to move to Cut Control here. Just check we're climb milling, spiral cutting. Check we have a depth here, 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to add something here. I'm going to change my lead in and lead out move to arc on final. Click OK, OK, and accept. And as you can see here, we have machined all 4 pockets with a lead in and lead out move in a spiral mode.